Hello, and welcome to Soda Review Channel, where today we will be looking at Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Now, I've made my thoughts clear on the zero sugar drink as an alternative to the diet drink. Diet's fine. Diet's fine. It won't make you more feminine. I'm sorry, but that's like a lot of the reason that Coke started doing Coke Zero, and I just think it's patronizing. Men deserve better. Let's see what the ingredients are here. I know it doesn't have the orange juice content of Diet Mountain Dew, which is a big point against it. By the way, this drink came out in early 2020, the before times. Let's take a look at those ingredients then. Carbonated water, citric acid, natural flavors, potassium benzoate, citrus, pectin, aspartame, okay, caffeine, K, sucralose, sodium chloride. Okay. I was nervous that this would have the rot in it of stevia, but so far as I can tell, it doesn't. Okay, the label does look really cool. Kind of like almost a color inverted Diet Mountain Dew label. It's pretty cool. I quite like it. Kind of hard to get that one off. That smells more citrusy, which is weird because it has no juice in it. Oh, that looks more radioactive than the other one. Do we have a Geiger counter? No? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, that's a much nicer smell. Same bouquet of sweeteners, so I imagine this is going to be kind of similar, but I do expect that it won't have the texture of the Diet Mountain Dew that I liked. So let's try it. I was correct. Rather than being like really defined orange flavor, it's just kind of a hit of citrus and then very little else. Sweetness, vague sweetness. Hmm. I don't dislike it thus far. It's just not as interesting to me. Hmm. How boring. What a boring drink. Hmm. I stand by what I said. Men deserve better. Don't create a worse drink to market to men just because they're not buying diet as much. Honestly, you could probably just get away with, if you really wanted to go the marketing route of having a zero sugar to appeal to men and a diet drink to appeal to women, just sell the exact same drink. I promise you that is a much better idea. I think that would be the best thing you could do. To be clear, I am not saying that men are shallow or anything for falling for these marketing tactics. These marketing tactics are cooked up in a lab by the greatest psychologists of our time to get you to spend more money. There's nothing wrong with falling for an advertising campaign, but it is good to be aware of how you're being manipulated. Because if we can make it a little bit less profitable for them, okay, I was going to say maybe we can get them to stop, but more likely they just get more sophisticated with it. But in the end, that's what we have to fight back against, is that manipulation from corporations into doing something to part with our money. And the zero sugar versus diet drink manipulation is a pathetic plan from them. It makes sense logically, but it's just leading them to a nonsensical action if you look at it from a more objective lens. Maybe not more objective, but a more critical lens, at least. This drink was also really hard to find. We looked for it several places, several gas stations. We only found it at a Lowe's, a hardware store. That's weird. The more I drink of this, the more I dislike it. On the back end now, I am getting a little more citrus, but it's still really undefined, just sour in that specific acidic way. Specific acidic. Well, great. Now I'm going to be saying that for the next week. Overall, I give this an okay.